Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. This is Adam. This is going to be welcome to part 2 of a series I'm calling Repair, Refinish, and Resale Furniture. So if you checked out my first video, I found this on Facebook Marketplace. It was in rough shape and needed some repairs. I stepped through the process of those repairs in that video. For this video, we're going to do some the refinish part, I guess. I might break this up and even to additional parts, but what I'm going to do in this video is take you through the steps that you need to do to get a piece of furniture, old piece of furniture, rough looking piece of furniture, ready to go for resale. So welcome back and let's do this. Okay, this will be step 1 of the refinish process. When I start any project, I like to start off easy and work my way up to the tougher stuff. But anyway, what could be easier than removing the drawer hardware? Having in my hand a Phillips screwdriver. That just happens to be what these drawers are using. And that one, never easy. Anyway, so you could use a screwdriver, or if you have one of these and it'll fit into the drawer, that sometimes creates an issue. But as easy as that, I will ask you guys a question. Comment down below what you think I should do with this old hardware. This looks like some kind of pot metal that's refinished. I don't find it particularly appealing to the eye, but I don't know. I don't have very good taste. But anyway, I'm going to set these to the side. I might find another use for them, but most likely they'll end up in a drawer, never to be seen again. So but anyway, it's as simple as that, and I made it look hard. You don't need a fancy tool or a fancy drill, a screwdriver, the right size screwdriver. This was a little too small for this particular job, but anyway, you get the drift. Step 1 is I'll complete the rest of the drawers, and we'll call that good for step 1 of the refinish process. Remove the hardware. All right, it's time for step 2 of the refinishing furniture process. Step 2 is also fairly straightforward and easy. It's wiping down furniture. So I've got just a bucket of warm water with Dawn dish soap. Couple of reasons, right? I got this off of Facebook Marketplace, and it has been under someone else's care, or in this case, not care. So, and it's old, so you want to get it cleaned up. There's all kinds of funkies and junkies all over it. Another reason you want to wash or wipe down and wash with some kind of degreaser. I'm using Dawn dish soap, warm soapy water, and this thing is fairly I don't know. I can tell just that it's not really greasy. It's more dusty, dirty. But anyway, you don't want any grease, dust, or dirt on the, especially on the surfaces that you're going to sand and prime and paint in this case. So another tip, and this is mainly for the guys, but don't use your wife's good rags. This is an old hand-me-down rag. But yeah, you don't want to ruin the good rags or cloths in the house. You want to use an old rag because you're dealing with old dirty stuff. But I like to take the drawers out. I am not a spring chicken. If I don't have to bend over and do stuff, I'm going to take that route. Yeah, but maybe if you're a little bit shorter in stature, you know, taking them out and having them on the ground. I also I'm planning on pulling up a seat and sitting down and getting inside because there's some dust and dirt and buildup that I've noticed. It's just there's like a little, I don't know, dust bunny, but you can tell it's been dusty. It's been sitting in a shed or somewhere for a while now anyway. So, yep, I'm just going to go over all the surfaces, especially the surfaces that I'm going to sand and eventually paint. But yeah, you don't need me to watch me watch this whole thing. So I'm going to finish that up, and I'm going to come back. We'll be on to step 3. All right, guys. We have got a cleaned dresser and drawers. I wiped everything down and let it dry. So now we're on to step number 3, and that's going to be, you guessed it, sanding. Real quick, there were some glue and tape and other like buildup on the surface. So I took this razor blade basically and scraped that off so it wouldn't gum up my sandpaper. The tape too. You don't want to gouge in because you're just going to make divots. You want to like pull and scrape like that, just to get out anytime you got any like tape, glue, anything that's going to mess up your sandpaper or just take that much longer to sand, go ahead and scrape that stuff off. I got some 150 grit sandpaper loaded up, ready to go. If you notice, this thing is pretty finish free, no paint. I don't see any kind of finish. While I was cleaning, I noticed if you look inside here, there's some kind of finish from this is probably what it looked like when they bought it. So I believe someone started this project and either didn't want to take the time to fix it or called it good. I don't know. But anyway, I noticed that when I was cleaning it. So no big deal. We'll just prime over that, and when it's time for priming and painting. Yeah, so this thing's not going to need too much sanding. I'm going to test my editing skills. I'm going to sit you on the tripod, and right, who wants to watch me sand this whole thing? Probably no one. But I will let you follow along my editing skills. I'm going to mute the volume, mute the sound, and I'll try to speed things up. I probably won't shoot the whole thing because it is what it is, right? If I run into anything, if I notice anything, I'll come back after and yeah, tell you about it. So, all right, time to sand. Dusty, forgot my mask. Uh, that's okay. This time, make sure you're using all your PPE. So, if you notice me going slow in spots, that's because it had dents and dings. This is a softer wood. I'm gonna say pine, but I could be wrong. If you know what it is, you can comment down below. Yeah, again, I'm not very good at unless I buy it myself and see what's on the label. Yeah, I'm not very good at identifying. Anyway, went slow in a couple spots because there's dents and dings, especially on the drawers. Um, because the wood is so soft, I was able to kind of round out and buff out a majority of the dents and dings on the doors. On the top, anyway, you probably noticed earlier on the videos, well, I had the screws in, and I don't know if this thing got, I don't know, chewed on by a dog. Who knows what happened? But anyway, this corner appears rough. So I'm going to have to use some wood filler, wood paste, whatever. Somebody looks like they stabbed the side over here with a knife. So I'm going to have to fill that in. And then once I fill those in, I'll have to resand. So you may ask yourself, why not just fill the holes first? Well, as I'm going along sanding, I'm looking for imperfections, and I'm focused on that spot where I'm at. So I noticed a lot more things like these gouges in the side that I hadn't even noticed before. And like with the drawers, I could sand out some of the minor imperfections. But note where I was going to need to make bigger repairs. Then, before I put down the filler, though, I have to wipe all the sand dust off. The dust, the dust off from the sanding, and because if I don't, the wood filler won't hold. So I'm going to turn it off. Go get another bucket of warm water, wipe it down, and then I'll probably turn you back on. I guess we'll call that step 4. We already did repairs, so this is more repairs or filling in holes. How about that? We'll call that step 4. Fill in imperfections. There you go. All right, I'll be back. Okay, guys, we got everything wiped down, more or less. It's still drying, but I started with this corner so it would dry first so I could move on. So we've done an initial sand and identified some parts that need to be filled in. So all I wanted to point out, I learned this in my cabinet video, is you don't need to like pile this up. Here, let me get a few spots. You want to just push it in to the hole or imperfection, get it down in there, and then you want to scrape it pretty much. Sorry, got you guys going all over the place. Scrape it smooth. Hopefully it'll focus, right? So I guess what I'm trying to get at is I made the mistake last time of leaving this stuff piled up high, and I didn't scrape it smooth like this. See, you want to scrape it smooth, because if you don't, what I found is you have to obviously sand more and more to get it flush. You're just wasting product at this point. Now, I may come back in a minute or two after that's had a chance to tack up and push a little more in, but you just want to scrape it through. So this says the container says allow 2 to 6 hours before sanding. So from past experience, I'm going to go on the high side and let it fix all my holes and then wait 6 hours. So that's going to give me some time to download and edit some video. And with that in mind, I think I'm going to end this video here, and we'll probably call it, I don't know. I got so many parts, but it's still going to be in the series. We'll call this refinishing part 1. And then in the next video, I am going to prime and paint everything. I've got a new paint sprayer that I'm going to try out for the very first time right out of the box. Some of the other refinishing channels on YouTube recommended it. So I thought I'd give it a shot. I have never had too much luck with paint sprayers, but we're going to give this one a go. See how it was. Not very expensive. I'll have to look it up, but I think it was definitely under can't talk. Definitely under $100. So you may be wondering how I keep my putty knives so clean and shiny. Well, I don't clean them off like I should, and then I forget, and then this stuff gets hard on them, and it's almost impossible until you bring them over to the old handy dandy wire wheel, and it takes the stuff right off, and it's good as new, ready for the next job. So yep, I'm going to shut up. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you check out all the videos in the series. The one before, which is repairs, and the next one in the series, which is going to be priming and painting. I've also got to order some hardware from Amazon, so maybe everything will come together all at once and I'll get the hardware when the painting is done. Please like and subscribe. See you next time. Thank you.